I got so much motherfucking design on right now.
Break it down, bring it back, make it clap. I got 3 old thoughts, new block, where that damn bitches on my line, and you know.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, before I start the video further, I will introduce myself. My name is Putri Octavia. I'm an accounting student at STI Bank BPD Jateng. In this video, I will provide a little understanding of economic theory in general. Economic is a science that has developed since ancient civilization. From its simple form, economic developed to become more complex and structured as it's today. One type of study in the world of economic that is popular discussed is macroeconomic. Economic is the science of the production, distribution, and consumption of goods as well as various problems related to it, such as labor, financing, and finance. The two main branches of economic are macroeconomic and microeconomic. As reflected in their names, these two economic theories are contradictory in content. In short, macroeconomic focus in study on the economic as a whole and in total. Meanwhile, microeconomic is a study that examines individual economic units. In my video, this time I will emphasize macroeconomic theory. So actually, what is macroeconomic? As the name suggests, macroeconomics studies the economy as a whole. This economic study specifically studies the economy on a larger scale and comprehensively. For this reason, macroeconomics is often used as an instrument for analyzing and designing a series of policy targets related to inflation, employment, economic growth, and a sustainable balance of payment. One example of the case of macroeconomic theory in Indonesia 2023 is inflation. Inflation may be felt by most countries around the world due to the transition from the COVID-19 pandemic, which has had a broad impact on all sectors of life, one of which is the economic sector, and Indonesia is one of the countries that is predicted to experience inflation in early 2023. The Central Statistic Agency or BPS report the inflation Indonesia was recorded at 2.86% on an annual basis in November 2023. The inflation figure fell 2.82% from inflation in November 2022, which was 5.42%. The inflation rate month to month for November 2023 is 0.38%, and the inflation rate year to November 2023 amounting to 2.19%. All inflation, cite BPS, occurred due to an increase in prices as indicated by the increase in all expenditure group indicators. Macroeconomic has a close relationship with inflation, and these two concepts influence each other. Inflation is a general and sustained increase in the prices of goods and services throughout an economy, while macroeconomic is the study of the economy as a whole. Here are some ways in which macroeconomic influence or is related to inflation rates. First, aggregate demand and supply. Macroeconomic theory shows that the inflation rate can be influenced by change in aggregate demand and supply. If aggregate demand exceeds aggregate supply, this can lead to inflationary pressures as societies compete for limited resources. Next, monetary policy. Monetary policy managed by the central bank can influence inflation. For example, an increase in interest rates can reduce borrowing and control inflation, while a decrease in interest rates can encourage economic activity and potentially increase inflation. And the next, fiscal policy. Fiscal policy taken by the government, such as public spending and tax rates, can also influence inflation. Increasing public spending without increasing production can lead to overheating and inflation. And the next, wages and production costs. Increases in wages and production costs can trigger increase in prices of goods and services, causing inflation. These factors relate to employment policy and labor market dynamic in the macroeconomy. The next, currency exchange rates. Fluctuation in currency exchange rates can affect import and export price. Depreciation of the local currency can increase import price, causing inflation. Conversely, currency appreciation can help lower import price and reduce inflation. The next, economic growth. High level of economic growth can cause overheating if production capacity cannot keep up with demand growth. This can create inflationary pressure. Next, general price theory. This theory states that any price increase in one sector can spread to other sectors, creating an inflationary spiral. Therefore, inflation in a sector can have an impact on the overall inflation rate. And the last, inflation expectation. People's inflation expectation can influence consumer and producer behavior. If people hike inflation, they may be more likely to raise price or demand wage increase, which could trigger an inflationary spiral. By understanding the relationship between macroeconomic and inflation, government and central bank can design appropriate economic policies to achieve the goals of price stabilization and sustainable economic growth. Maybe that's all I know about macroeconomic theory and its implementation in everyday life. If there any shortcoming in my discuss of macroeconomic theory, please forgive me and see you all again.